Guys of Reddit, what is something that no matter how much you explain, girls will never understand? I'm listening. Just don't have anything to add to the conversation. It's not that we do not aim. The urine sometimes split streams or something. Men don't want nothing but sex. They just don't want everything else without sex. I can go weeks without going out with my friends and our friendship doesn't get strained. When I scratch myself or readjust myself down below, I am not getting sexual pleasure from it. We don't drop off the face of the earth after you reject us because we are angry. We do it because rejection hurts and is quite embarrassing. When you ask me what I'm thinking about, and I say, nothing much, it doesn't mean I'm upset. It literally means I'm not thinking of much, except maybe how I can possibly fit a tiger into a tutu. Sometimes a boner just happens, out of my control. The nod. Downwards for respect, upwards if you know them. Just because I wanna do stuff by myself sometimes does not mean I don't like being around you. We don't know what you want unless you tell us, romantically, sexually, emotionally, physically, hungrily, etc. Just, like, direct us a little bit. Ball pain. It's not so much the magnitude, as I'm sure it's not actually worse than something like childbirth. It's more the manifestation. If you get kicked in the head, your head hurts. If you get kicked in the balls, your balls hurt. But then the pain like migrates through you, into your guts, and face and head. Also, they'll never understand the weird feeling you get in your wiener if you poke yourself in the belly button really hard. Two things. 1. I have no idea what any of your outfits or articles of clothing will look like on you unless I'm actually seeing you in it. When you ask what I think of that dress and I say, I have no idea. I have no idea. It looks like a dress. 2. When I say, I don't care, I actually mean it. When you ask me to pick between trivial things and I say I don't care, it means it makes no difference to me at all one way or another. Pick what you want. 3. I do not pick up on hints, at all. If you want something, tell me. Yes, by Hook's math. 2 things is 3 things. When you tell them to pick somewhere to eat because you don't care, it means that they should pick where to eat. Wife, let's go out to dinner. Yeah? Me. Okay. You pick because I don't care where we go. Wife, I dunno. You go ahead and pick a place. I don't care either. Me. Okay. Olive Garden. Wife, no. I just ate there for lunch 2 days ago with my BFF. Me. Well, just pick a place you haven't been to lately because I will eat anything. Wife, you pick. Me. Okay. Red Robin. Wife, no. I don't like that place. Me. Fine. Pick somewhere then. Wife, anywhere. You pick. Me. Why am I with you? Morning wood does not equal horny. That it's a mineral, not a ducking rock. Boners can be a big problem in public. That there is no sexual pleasure involved in scratching one's balls, but that the pleasure it generates is, nonetheless, fabulous. That when I'm sitting and not saying anything, I'm probably not mad. I'm probably just thinking about the technical aspects of riding dinosaurs or something else important. It talking. Guys can call each other the most appalling names and still be great friends. Try calling a female friend a useless sack of it and see how that works for you. Probably the struggles of dating as a man. You absolutely have to be forward and proactive. You can't just look pretty and hope someone will come when the time is right. You have to make the time right. That also means if you're shy, you're essentially ducked. I know plenty of good men whose only blockade is that they're just too shy. You can pause an online game. We can enjoy your company in silence. It does not mean we are mad. We don't control our erections, and having one does not mean we're thinking about sex. End of story. Pissing with a boner, it's hard. Like, it starts doing all this crazy at like double streams and whatnot. I don't know why it does it, but it can't be controlled. Sometimes I really just want to be alone to take a nap or play 50 hours of Breath of the Wild. It's not that I don't like you or I'm mad at you. I just really enjoy having my own life too. Should you? Most mature girls women seem to understand, but there's still a fairly large subset who think that playing hard to get works. Perhaps it does on other guys. I just say you're not interested and move on. It's always funny when a few weeks later, her friend will ask me why I ghosted on the girl and tell me she wanted me to chase her and make her feel wanted. I was like, me taking her on a dinner date and trying to schedule a follow-up date multiple times didn't make her feel wanted? Just how much pressure we feel to be a man. Not from women but from each other as well. The competitive nature we have with each other and how self-destructive it can be if we don't feel like we're accomplishing something. Masculinity can be a real double-edged sword. And oftentimes when you're struggling with your problems, I know from experience, it feels like there isn't a place to vent. I feel like most men don't even understand the problems inherent with our ducked up culture of masculinity, let alone women and men. That's kind of a serious answer. A joke, I guess, trying to see how far away from the toilet you can stand when you're a kid while peeing. Maybe I was a weird kid. The primal fascination with all forms of competition and or combat. If you hold others to expectations you did not clearly set, you invite problems. The ability for two guys to get into a fight and nearly immediately after become friends. There's a bond that gets built from punching someone in the face. This weird divide that exists between men and women in public makes me sad that women are afraid to smile or even acknowledge a man in public because all of the creeps they have encountered in the past. It makes my day when a smile in passing is shared. Wish someone else in public. Duck the dudes that ruined this for the rest of us. Subtle hints rarely work. You want something. You ask for it. You want me to do something. You tell me what you want. Conversely, don't take anything a guy does as a subtle hint. I don't want to hear I thought you wanted X. Because this one time you did Y. I specifically told you I wanted Z. Now I am stuck with X because apparently this one time I did Y. How does that make sense? That as men we crave compliments. Nothing will make us happier than to be told we look good, smell good, etc. This is why, I believe at least, why we men tend to compliment women too much sometimes. We sometimes overuse the golden rule. We treat women as we want to be treated. I have worked with some pretty attractive men who would get hit on often, which was nothing for them, but the second someone actually complimented them they lit up like a goddamn gorgeous Christmas tree. We 100% sincerely do not give a single solitary duck about 99% of your insecurities. You can safely drop 99% of your insecurities you have when interacting with men. We're not looking at the small smudge on your shoe and thinking, look at this tramp. We're not judging you on the hue of your makeup product that we don't even know exists. Mind games. Don't read too closely into what we say. Every comment about some arbitrary action of yours is not some Six and the City pseudo-intellectual jab at who you are as a human being. Almost all of us view you as an actual human being. We don't objectify you. Be more confident in the workplace. Yes, your opinion matters. No one is conspiring against you because you're a woman. The only time I can see this being an issue is when like a female is artificially placed on a company's board of directors for the sole purpose of being a female. But even then we don't give that much of it. We're cool with it after 2 seconds. A confident woman is a poor man's Viagra. When girls play punch it can hurt. When done repeatedly it hurts more. We won't flinch and we'll even laugh, but in my head I'm like, if you were a dude I swear to God. The incredible feeling of accomplishment when you fill the toilet bowl perfectly with foam by the end of your pee. No holes. No gaps. Perfect. Thin. Circle layer of foam. That sometimes I like to go a few days without shaving. It's not because I'm thinking of growing a beard or that I'm being too lazy to shave, it's simply something in my nature that I do. Manspreading. I cannot physically put my knees together because it hurts. 1. No, I'm not being sexist. 2. Your purse on the next seat takes up more room. 3. I'm not mansplaining. And using these words is not nice. Men have feelings. We laugh. We cry. We hurt. Please be aware of this and treat us with the same dignity that you wish to be treated. Don't assume that we are giant and caring boulders. And definitely don't tell us to man up if we share our problems or, God forbid, cry. When we're sat watching TV at night and she sees me with my hand down my pants and I'm not sexually pleasuring myself. It's just comfortable to cup my cock and balls, and it's something that happens without thinking about it. She always laughs and thinks she's caught me out, but I tell her where to go and that it's just comforting. Men are able to literally think about nothing, or things that are of no value explaining. It never ceases to amaze me how women think that every little thing done needs to have some deeper meaning. Lady, you could leave me in a room all by myself, staring at the ceiling, and I'll be the happiest methodiker alive. No, I'm not depressed. No, I'm not mad at you, and no, I'm definitely not thinking about that one awkward moment we may have had weeks ago. We didn't choose the size of our D's. We have legitimate emotions. We just don't usually talk about them because talking and hugging it out usually doesn't fix things. I don't hate you. I'm not mad. Nothing is wrong. I just want to be left alone for a bit. Popping back in and asking questions is not leaving me alone. Talking to me just to have words is not leaving me alone. Just go be cool so that I can reset. Unless she's also a gamer, which so far no past relationships of my own have been. Having her over while I game with friends, just kinda sit there, do whatever she wants to do. Listen to music, sleep, text people, act. But I personally just enjoy having someone there, and going on adventures isn't always necessary.